Hey everyone, and welcome. Today we're going to jump right into a really powerful idea called kingdom justice. Now this isn't about courts or laws, it's something much closer to home. It's all about fairness, mercy, and humility in our everyday lives.
So let's start with a huge question. What does it actually mean to do good? I mean, have you ever really stopped to think about that? It sounds so simple, right? But it's a deep question, and it's really the starting point for everything we're about to unpack.
So here's our game plan for today. First, we'll get a handle on what kingdom justice even is. Then, we'll look at a super clear 3-part guide for how to live it out. From there, we'll see how it calls us to look at our own lives, how it offers a path to a totally new life, and how it plugs us into a mission that's happening all around the world. All right, let's get into it. What is kingdom justice? And, it's probably not what you're thinking. We're not talking about judges and gavels here. This is something much deeper. It's like a foundational pillar of what it means to live a life of faith. This definition right here really gets to the heart of it. See, kingdom justice isn't just about following a set of rules. It's an attitude. It's about what's going on inside. A heart that genuinely wants to see other people treated with fairness, with compassion, with respect, because that's how we express God's love and mercy. Okay. That sounds great in theory, but how do we actually do that in our day-to-day lives? Well, believe it or not, the ancient scripture of Micah 6:8 lays it all out for us, crystal clear, in a simple 3-part answer. The verse kicks off with this really powerful statement. It's basically saying, hey, the right way to live, it's not some big secret. It has been shown to us. So the obvious next question is, okay, what is it then? What does the Lord actually require? And boom, here's the answer. So simple, but so profound. Number 1, do justly. That's our actions. Number 2, love mercy. That's our heart, our motivation. And number 3, walk humbly with your God. That's our relationship. You see how it all connects? It's not just a checklist. It's a complete whole way of life. So we get the concept. But, knowing something and actually living it are two totally different things. And this is where it gets real. This next part is a call to get personal and take a good, honest look in the mirror. So this is the big question for every single one of us. And I want you to really let this sink in. Are we truly living this out? It's a moment for some honest self-reflection for sure. And if you're wondering, okay, where do I even start? Well, here are a few areas. Think about your relationships, your family, your friends. Think about your role in your community, at work, or in your neighborhood. And maybe most of all, think about the small things, your daily treatment of everyone you meet. How does this idea of justice show up in those moments? When you start looking at your life, that honestly, it can stir up a real desire for change, a desire to be different, to live better. And for anyone who's feeling that, the source material presents a really clear path forward, the prayer of salvation. Now, before we even look at the words, it's super important to understand what this prayer is all about. It's not a magic spell. It's a declaration. It's a profound statement of faith and the very first step on a journey into a completely new kind of life. So the prayer begins with belief. It's about affirming these core tenets of the faith, acknowledging who Jesus is, what he did for us, and the power of his resurrection. It all starts right there. And from that foundation of belief, it shifts to personal confession. This is the moment of surrender, It's about taking ownership, confessing him as Lord, and asking for that clean slate, that forgiveness. And it wraps up with this powerful invitation and commitment. It's a request for God to come in and do that work of transformation from the inside out, followed by a personal choice to follow a new path, starting right now. And the promise that comes with this prayer, which we find in 2 Corinthians 5:17, is just monumental. It says that anyone who makes this commitment becomes a new creation. The old is gone and the new is here. That's a total game changer. Now here's the really cool part. This huge personal transformation, it doesn't just happen in a bubble. It actually connects you to something so much bigger, a global mission with a truly ambitious goal. And there are very real, concrete ways to get involved. You could become a prayer partner, praying for others every day. You could be a volunteer missionary, serving right there on the ground. Or you could be a kingdom investor, helping to support the vision financially. There's a role for absolutely everyone. And of course, in our digital world, this connection extends online. There are all these communities designed to help people stay plugged in, find strength, and get encouragement on their journey. Just look at this ecosystem of support.
You've got midnight prayer and daily declarations on WhatsApp, messages and podcasts on Telegram, plus you can follow along on Facebook, TikTok, and YouTube. It's a whole network of encouragement right at your fingers.
And this really drives home how global this community is. It's so cool to think about. During the midnight prayer, you've got people in Nigeria praying, while folks in the US and Canada are joining in their evening. And others in the UK, Uganda, and Finland are all connected at the same time. It's this incredible, unified prayer happening all across the planet. And really, all of this, the justice, the transformation, the community, it all points toward this final, forward-looking purpose. It's a call to live with intention, to get our hearts and lives ready, with our eyes on the ultimate hope of the faith, that Jesus is coming back for his people, and that includes you.
So look, this journey doesn't have to end here. If any of this has sparked something in you and you want to learn more, there's an open invitation to connect and even get a free resource to guide your next steps. The final question really is for you. What does living out justice truly mean in your life starting today?